everybody claims that they're real, but every last one of them are fake. Guys, before we get into this latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you can know when I upload my videos, and also please like and share this video. The episode opens up with Nene arriving. Nene walks in the middle of the ladies talking about how Mike felt that Kenya almost ruined the moment that he was going to propose to Cynthia. In Candy's confessional, she talks about how the ladies are just not interested in Nene being there, and also how hard it's going to be for Nene to work out her differences with the ladies because of the things that she has said publicly. They wrap up that cocktail hour, and then they go to their first carnival event. Carnival lasts a full 7 days, and they have events at night. After the carnival, Marlo, Candy, Nene, and Ivana met in Nene's room. They briefly discussed the issues that Marlo has with Kenya, also Kenya and Cynthia's issues. Candy brings up the alleged recording that Nene has of Cynthia, and she wants to know who was the person that recorded. He asks Ivana, was she the person that recorded Cynthia bashing Nene? In the middle of them talking about this recording, Tanya shows up. Candy asks Nene about B. Scott's blog, with him having the card that Nene sent to Cynthia and how it was verbatim. Nene then accuses Kenya of the one releasing it to B. Scott. It was said that Cynthia misplaced the card and then it magically reappeared. It does give a window of somebody else taking a quick picture of the card and then sending it to B. Scott. Unfortunately, Kenya is not above doing something like that. Tanya has a friend that makes costumes for Carnival, and she had her make custom-made outfits for all the women. In the middle of them trying on their costumes, Nene shows up. Cynthia then gets uncomfortable and decides to go to her room and try on her costumes because she doesn't want to be around Nene and her negative energy. Shortly after Nene arrives, she announced that she's going to be leaving in the morning. Nene wasn't even there for a full 24 hours yet. She has to leave because she's hosting a comedy show. The shade of it all. Shortly after announcing that she's going to leave, she decides that it was the best time to approach Eva and try to work things out with her. Eva then tells her that she was offended that she had a private conversation with Nene without cameras and without microphones, and she decided to come on television and air out what Eva had said. And how it hurt her that Nene would do that because they have been friends for years. She expected some type of loyalty from her because they were friends before the show. Nene then apologizes to Eva, and Eva accepts her apology, but with caution. Tanya brings the ladies to the CN Tower to do an exercise on the side of the building, which I believe is crazy. Candy and Eva tells Portia, Kenya, and the girl Ivana about how Nene apologized to Eva. Portia says that she doesn't know how they're going to be able to work through their differences because there were so many hurtful things that were said online. Kenya said that there's a 0% chance that her and Nene will ever make up. Ivana then says she doesn't understand why it's so hard for people to give Nene a pass. They're so forgiving towards other people, but when it comes to Nene, they give her such a hard time, and she doesn't feel that it's fair. She feels as though that they need to forgive her and move on. And to be honest, she had a valid point. The ladies then go up to the top of the tower, which is 1,168 feet from the ground, which is insane. Most of the ladies are freaked out, but Candy is completely unfazed by it. And it was like, y'all freaking out over this? Clearly, you guys don't have no sense of adventure. Eva can't participate because she's pregnant, and Nene flat out refused to do the exercise. They go to the top of the CN Tower to watch the ladies do their exercises. Nene and Eva talk about her problems with Portia. She feels as though that she could work out her relationship with Cynthia and Portia, but not with Kenya. After the ladies finish their exercise on the side of the CN building, Tanya announces that she's going to have a rooftop party with her friends and family that live in Canada. Tanya goes to her room and her fiance shows up, but he also brings along Dennis. Dennis is labeled as Portia's ex-fiance, but according to the previous episode, they reconcile. So how exactly is he Portia's ex-fiance? Paul, Dennis, and Tanya sit down. He's going to repropose to Portia. So the ladies meet up in the lobby and then gets on the bus to go to the rooftop party. While on their way, all the ladies did imitations of each other. The two funniest imitations was Candy imitating Nene and Eva imitating Ivana, which was dead on. I thought it was hilarious. They did a really good job imitating those two. So the ladies arrive at the rooftop party and they start mingling with each other. So while they're talking, Paul shows up. Kenya, Portia, and Candy go to the side and have a conversation about the recording. They then try to eliminate the people who they believe could have possibly recorded Cynthia bashing Nene. Candy says that she's going to eliminate Ivana because she's asked her several times and she has denied that she was the one that recorded Cynthia. Kenya says she don't know her, she don't trust her, and she's not going to eliminate her. So the ladies call Ivana over. The ladies start out the conversation asking her how the way she feels about the other ladies, and Ivana flat out says that she feels as though that everybody claims that they're real, but every last one of them are fake. Now, Ivana, I must admit, I didn't know how to feel about you, and I was more on the not liking you side. But you calling those girls fake to their face and not saying it in the confessional and not saying it to somebody else, you got my props. You were not pressed at all by their reaction. You were so unbothered by telling those girls that they was fake. And I had to say that maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe I prejudged you, Ivana. We'll see though. We'll see. So after she called the girls fake, they asked her, was she the one that recorded Cynthia bashing Nene? And she flat out said no, but I know who did. And the ladies was like, ooh, so you know who recorded her? Tell us. And she's like, no, I'm not telling you. So the ladies was like, well, if you won't call us fake, then you're fake for not telling us. And she said, well, I'm still not telling y'all. Eventually it will come out and it's somebody within this group. That's all you need to know. Then Tanya takes a microphone and makes the announcement, and then the episode ends. Overall, the episode was a lot better than last week. My favorite scene is when Ivana called everybody fake, and she was so unbothered by it, and I lived for that moment. Next week's episode looks like it's going to be entertaining and filled with drama, and I can't wait. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching my latest review on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 10. Hopefully, I'll see you next week. Ciao.